Hi, this is Steve Belmonte. Thank you for reviewing our webcast today. We hope that after watching our presentation, you will know a little bit more about our franchise-friendly brands. Again, my name is Steve Belmonte, and I am Vimana's CEO and partner. I am what you would call a career hotelier. I started back in the 1970s as the youngest general manager in the history of the Holiday Inn chain, running the Holiday Inn O'Hare Airport. I went on to co-found and operate as CEO the Equity Hotel Corporation in the 1980s. We were one of the top 10 management companies in the nation and operated approximately 45 properties at any given time across 14 states. Then, in 1991, I went on to become the president and CEO of the Ramada Hotel brand, and also served as Executive Vice President of the Sundance Hotel Division, now called Wyndham Worldwide. I was CEO of the Ramada brand for well over 10 years and also served as Chairman of the AH in LA Educational Institute. On the screen are my two partners, Neal and Corey Jackson. They're pretty well known in the hotel industry where they operate Jackson Hospitality. They've been around for an awful long time and were the original franchisors of the Key West Inn brand. I think one of the most important things to consider when you look at all of our backgrounds is that we were all franchisees. We all understand what it's like to own and run a hotel. That's why we collectively got together to create a better, fair franchise-friendly model that we could market to the industry. Let's take a quick look at the Vimana organizational chart. As you can see on the top, there are 3 equal owners to this company. Why is that important to you? Well, unlike so many of the other large franchise companies, we're able to respond quickly, efficiently to our owners' needs and desires. After all, it's just the 3 of us. We're not a public company. We won't be a public company. Also, we're constantly expanding our infrastructure as we grow. We have our own in-house public relations director, creative media department, vice president of franchise services, and again, as we continue to add properties, that infrastructure will continue to grow. Those of you who know me from my Ramada days know that I always involve our owners in actively growing the brand and creating programs. Frankly, Centerstone will be no different. Everything we do as a brand is discussed with our advisory council for their input, modifications, ideas, and suggestions. I'm smart enough to know that people will support what they help create. I want my franchisees to take an aggressive, involved role in the growth of this great brand. You'd be hard-pressed to pick up any of the industry trade publications and not read about Vimana Franchise Systems, Centerstone Hotels, or Key West Inns. We've really garnered a lot of press and continue to do so for 2 basic reasons. First of all, our brands are expanding quickly in the marketplace, and number 2, our unique franchise-friendly model is being noted by the industry as something very unique and desirable. Our vision for this brand is very simple. As owners, we all believe that there's got to be a better way to franchise hotels. We do not engage in unreasonable mandates or put costs on the back of our owners that do not provide a return on investment. We believe that treating franchisees respectfully in an equitable manner will ultimately lead to growth and long-term relationships. We do have the lowest fee structure in the industries, with windows every 36 months if that's your desire. And yet, we combine this great deal with all the bells and whistles and support that a great franchise company should have. As part of our commitment to being a fair franchise brand, we have the lowest fee structure in the industry. You're looking at a combined royalty and marketing fee of only 3%. And by the way, the industry standard is 14%. We have an initial fee, one time only, of $14,000, Additionally, you can have a long-term agreement, and if you desire, we'll give you windows every 36 months. I'd also like to mention here that all of our reservation fees coming through Sabre have been pre-negotiated with a reduced cost that you take advantage of, and frankly, we at Vimana do not mark up those reservation fees whatsoever, unlike many of the other franchise companies. They are true pass-through fees, another way in which our fair franchising model saves you a lot of dollars. Let's take a look at Centerstone's fee structure compared to the competitive set. These are actual percentages based on the current HVS U.S. Hotel Franchise Fee Guide, comparing against competitive brands such as Super 8, Comfort, Hilton, and other brands. As you can see, our fees are by far the lowest in the industry. So let's look at our fee structure from another perspective. Again, using the published HVS model and assumptions at the bottom of the slide, let's look at Centerstone compared to the brands we have on this slide. As you can see, the actual franchise fee cost is posted. For example, Days Inn is $147,000 annually. Centerstone at 3% is $33,000 annually. Over on the right, savings, that is the difference you will be paying with Centerstone. Look at that difference. This is money that you will be saving and can use for anything, including profit-taking, marketing, renovations, up to you. This is very substantial, even on a small 100-room property. Looking at the mid-tier model again, using the HVS model assumptions at the bottom, you can see, compared to these mid-tier brands, the savings with Centerstone can be in excess of $295,000 per year. There is no question that Centerstone provides the best value in the industry. Centerstone, like any brand, has its brand requirements and expectations. We do require all of our properties to be professionally managed, and we do place focus on guest satisfaction. We have our own proprietary programs and standards that are unique to the Centerstone brand, and they are clearly in effect at each of our Centerstone tiers that I'm going to tell you about. To the right is a good example of what an inn looks like. That, by the way, is our Centerstone Inn in Carlisle, Illinois. These properties must be a minimum of 2 Diamond AAA rating. We do allow interior or exterior corridor in the inn tier. Typically, these are smaller properties without food and beverage outlets. Next is our Centerstone Hotels. These are typically mid-rise to high-rise properties. This is a minimum of 3 Diamond AAA rated properties. And most of these are interior corridor, and they participate in all the various unique Centerstone program and standards. This property on the right, by the way, is our first new construction property, which is located in Westchester, Pennsylvania. On the top of our tier level is the Centerstone Plaza Hotels. These are truly unique 4 Diamond-like properties that have on-site restaurants, bars, meeting and function space, fitness centers, business centers, and frankly all the amenities that you would expect from a 4 Diamond type experience. The property shown here on the right is our Centerstone Plaza Hotel in Rochester, Minnesota, right near the Mayo Clinic. Available to all of our franchisees is our new Vimana University. Vimana University is our online employee training program. This optional training program encompasses every level of employment in a hotel, from housekeeper to management. The program is centered around guest satisfaction and what it means to project a service culture in today's hospitality environment. What I'd like to talk about now is Centerstone's Premier Perks loyalty program. We're proud of our program because we know and understand that hotel owners just like you, frankly, are fed up with the excessive fees that these franchise companies are applying to their loyalty club programs. And it also seems that every year these fees go up and up. When you read about loyalty programs, the importance of these programs are actually decreasing every year with the traveling public. Our program is unique because it gives our guests immediate rewards, the kind of rewards they value and appreciate. It's very simple. When someone checks out of our hotel, we give them a Premier Perks card. They follow the instructions on the back, log on, give us their email address, and we respond with an authorization code. That guest can now start using their Premier Perks card for their very next stay. So, what do they get? To start with, a 15% discount off of rack rates on available nights. That cannot be applied with any other discount. They get a late checkout if they want one, or a free upgrade to a room that's available. It could be a nicer room, a newer room, a bigger room, maybe a room that has a nicer view. Anything that may be available. In addition, Premier Perks members have access to Centerstone's Hotel Concierge, which is a network of local merchants in that area that offer special discounts to all your guests. Great perks that your guests will appreciate and come back for. As I previously mentioned, we are significantly committed to guest satisfaction. This is our certified clean room program. This is a great program that quickly tells the guests that we are in it all together. We're all committed to a clean room and clean, great experience. This certificate is custom printed with the name of the general manager, and it's placed on the foot of the bed, and it basically says that everything in the room has been cleaned and checked. The carpets were vacuumed. Everything is fresh. Everything has been tested. Whether it's the TV or the coffee maker, it's all in working order. And if it's not in working order, you can call me. I'm the general manager, and I will take action. This is a great way to let everybody know, including your housekeeping staff, that we are all committed to a great guest experience. The last program I'll quickly tell you about is kind of a unique and fun program. It is optional for all of our Centerstone brands. We've bundled 12 of the absolute funniest jokes you've ever heard. This way, you can start your guest day with a smile with a new joke underneath the door every morning. If you'd like, you can have this joke accompany their bill. At the bottom of the joke is our contact information and website so they can take the joke with them, because trust me, they're the kind of jokes that people want to repeat and remember. Okay, I'm going to give my voice a rest and turn this over to our company president and partner, Neal Jackson. Because the truth is, the best franchise deal and deal terms in the industry really doesn't mean much unless we're able to create business for you and put heads in beds. So to tell you a little bit more on how we do that and about our cutting-edge reservation system, I turn the presentation over to my friend Neal Jackson. Neal?
Thank you, Steve. Vimana has recently partnered with the most comprehensive distribution service in the entire hospitality industry, Sabre Hospitality Solutions. Sabre leads the market share, and it shows through their performance. They offer GDS connectivity to over 370,000 travel agents and over 10,000 travel websites, including the OTAs. We have two-way interface to the property management systems, and we provide seamless OTA and GDS management. Proper content and placement on the GDS and OTAs are managed by Vimana's dedicated account manager through Sabre, which I will touch on in a bit. Our central reservation system, Centerstone, powered by Sabre, is the most powerful and most studied CRS in the industry. Centerstone is directly connected to the PMS and also linked with VFM Leonardo, allowing you to upload photos all in one place and have them updated across all channels. Also available in Centerstone are extensive reporting tools to help with valuable decision making. This CRS offers a lot of flexibility and options when it comes to pricing. You can easily manage rates and react quickly to market changes by adjusting rates. Through the CRS, you also have one place to manage all your distribution, and when two-way integrated with your PMS, all availability, rate, and inventory are immediately uploaded to all channels to stay accurate. As more and more consumers are using their smartphones and tablets to shop and book reservations, it is important to keep up with technology. Our mobile booking engine is optimized for reservations on the most popular mobile devices. I mentioned our dedicated account management earlier, and I'd like to touch on that further. Our properties are set up with an account manager that provides one-on-one support. Internet marketing is becoming very important, yet a complicated program. I call it the art of being seen. You want your hotel to stand out on the top search engines, social networks, and local directories. Again, being listed is not enough. You really need to have great photos and great content. We work with you on the top directories and search engines to get your hotel the most attention it possibly can. Monthly strategy calls take place and can be scheduled more often if needed. The account manager's job is to monitor which channels and programs are successful and advise the property of what changes should be implemented to increase revenue and exposure. In addition to account management, each property's ownership, managements, and staff are given access to customized training programs through Sabre University. This includes everything from how to update a policy in the CRS to the latest news about loading rates in Booking.com. These training courses have been proven to increase ADR by 14%, increase room bookings by 32%, and increase RevPAR by 33%. A more in-depth revenue management program that studies past property data to influence rate plans is also available to our properties. Whether you're a new property, converting to our brand, or need assistance competing in your marketplace, our revenue management program is designed to meet your specific goals. This is an optional program, and more information can be provided if you're interested. Vimana is happy to offer assistance with online guest reviews on sites such as TripAdvisor. We love hearing from our properties and are more than willing to give advice on how these tools can be used. If you are converting your hotel to a Centerstone, it can be a daunting process. But you have a great team behind you. You have our Director of Implementation, Paul Schwartz, who will walk you through the entire process start to finish, as well as Amanda Belmonte and the Sabre Hospitality team, all working to ensure the conversion process is as quick and efficient as possible. On top of that, we have created a step-by-step conversion checklist which goes over every aspect of converting your hotel to a Centerstone. I'll now hand it back to Steve, who will touch on our public relations department.
Good job. Thanks, Neal. We're proud of the fact that we continue to expand our infrastructure and that we now have our own in-house PR department. What that means for you as a Centerstone franchisee is that when you enter the Centerstone system, we will have our PR department create a professionally written press release for you. We will send it out to all the travel and tour publications as well as your local media. Look, it's important to get good press coverage, letting everyone know that the name of your hotel has changed, letting them know of any renovations or management changes taking place. We'll do all of that for you. Lastly, I just want to talk quickly about our executive accessibility. I can't tell you how many times I hear horror stories from hotel owners. They tell me they've put in several calls to senior executives with their franchise company, and they can't even get a return phone call. That's nonsense. That's not the business we're in. Neal, Jackson, Amanda, and I are always available. We give our franchisees our personal email address, and we return calls the same day they are received. On the screen, you'll see my email address as well as Neal's, along with our direct line numbers. We hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions whatsoever. Both Neal and I are willing to spend as much time as you need. Thank you very much for your interest in the Centerstone brand. We genuinely hope we were able to do business with you going forward. Thanks for listening.